Elavarigam Namaskaram. I hope I said it right. Thank you very, very much for coming down on such a short notice, and sorry that we couldn't make it time because the flight didn't take off in Bangalore, so we couldn't come in time. It was very planned in a very short time. This was not in the schedule in the beginning, but Shibu sir is a little bit aggressive. If he wants to come in, he wants to come in aggressively and make things happen. And first of all, I really like to thank Shibu sir for joining hands with us for RRR. It's a fantastic combination. It didn't happen for quite a bit of time. Just we were about to associate with the Malayalam cinema. The COVID happened and everything stalled. And yeah. Nevertheless, yeah, I'm so happy to be associated with Shibu sir. So I'm sure you'll have questions. So whatever you want to ask, I'm ready to answer. The heroes will be joining shortly. I'm ready. If you want to ask anything, I'm ready to answer. Nothing less. Not even 1 rupee less. Because I was answering a similar question in Bombay, where what are your expectations after Bahubali is coming? People will have certain expectations how we are going to meet them. A similar question, because in terms, obviously Bahubali is completely different, RR is completely different, but in terms of the enjoyment or the emotional investment that you're going to have in the film, I'm pretty sure the audience are going to have the same kind of emotional experience that they had in Bahubali. They're going to get connected very dearly to the characters of RRR, and also the trailer released in Malayalam to yesterday. I'm super happy with the response from Malayalam. No, usually we know okay, Telugu is our market. We know Hindi. We have traction, and we will be a little bit apprehensive. Are Malayalis going to embrace? Are they going to show the same kind of love? And the moment we see the kind of response, the kind of views that we are getting for Malayalam version as well, we are super happy about it. Now, I think the Malayalam cinema was already on the rise even before OTT. It was already on the rise for the past 10 years. Sorry, this is my producer Danegar. It was already on the rise, and when the lockdown happened, I think Malayalam cinema took the most advantage out of it, and it really reached out. And initially, the Malayalam actors were like only known in the critical circles, critical acclaim. But after COVID, even in our states, even in our Telugu states, even in small towns, they know there are fans of Malayalam actors. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Anyone, for me, the way I look at it is, I know the value of the stars. I became a big director because I made films with bigger stars. I know the star value, but I also know it is the story that makes the film. The stars and the paraphernalia, whatever, your ads, everything, you only bring the audience to the theaters. But once they step into the theaters, they have to watch the film and like it. So the story is the base. And I look at the characters that are being written, and I think who is the best actor to play that role. And whoever the actor it is, it doesn't matter whether it's a Malayali, whether it's a Bengali, whether it's a Hindi person, whether it's a Telugu person. The moment I think, okay, this is suiting the actor, I will immediately approach and ask them, sir, this is the kind of script that I have for you. Would you like to do it? And if they are interested, they will work and will go that. But I'll definitely not look in terms of, okay, now let's have one Malayali actor to please the Keralites. Let's have one Bengali actor to please the Bengalis. No, that will never work. That will never ever work. Your script should demand the actors, and if you have the right casting, it will take places. Yes, of course. See, if only an extraordinary genius and a complete fool will be completely, confident about the product that he is making. I'm neither. I am not a genius. I'm not a fool. I have my feet very firmly planted on the ground. Of course, we'll have our fears, but that fears actually make me work harder, think smart, and revisit what I have been doing, whether it's the shooting, whether it's writing, revisit again and again, and iron if there are any flaws, clear them out, and work again and again. If I take 2 steps forward, I'll take 1 step back and revisit, check, and go forward again. So that's been working for me. I will always have my fears, but I'll also have my confidence. Both are like entwined together. To be very, very frank, to be very coldly frank, if you are only the person thinking, then you will be very scared. And if everyone is thinking with you, you are not so scared. So the COVID situation is not just for my film. It is not just for our film industry. Not just for Indian film industry. It is not just for the film industries itself. It's for the whole world. So it is just that it's not just that our film stopped. The entire world stopped. So then, like, you are in it together. So it's a new challenge that we are facing, and we just need to take it. We just need to take it. There is some time where we had to pause. That's what the nature said. You just pause. Don't think. Don't do anything. You just hit the pause button. So we hit the pause button, and when we hit the restart button, we just looked at, okay, what do we have? We have in hand. What is the situation, and how do we go forward? And I didn't invest too much time in, like, how is the COVID situation going to affect the theaters, to the people, to the economy, to everything. No, I didn't invest my time in it at all. I had an incomplete project. I had to complete it, and I had to complete it in the best way possible. What I had in my mind, come whatever, come what may, I have to finish it in the best possible way. So that's how we went about it. I didn't think too much about other things.
I think it was done fantastic. Of course, the original is original, but this is on par with the original. Very, very happy.
Actually, they didn't up for Malayalam. They tried. They definitely tried. But the writer said, we appreciate your trials, but let's leave it to the professionals. I fictionalized it completely. There is not even one scene, one dialogue that is actual history. But what is original is the spirit of the freedom fighters, the undying spirit, the unflinching movement towards the journey towards the goal. What they had, what our freedom fighters had, and what they taught us, their sacrifices. That spirit is there. That is what inspired us to make the film. But other than that, I completely fictionalized, because we had a very interesting coincidences, because both the freedom fighters, Komuram Bhim and Allu Sitaram were born around the turn of the 20th century, during 1900s, and during their early 20s they left their homes, respective homes, and we don't know what happened to them in 3-4 years of time, and during their 25-26 years of age they came back to their hometowns and they fought against their oppressors. And in history they never met. They were from completely different regions of my Telugu states, right? I thought, like, and they became demigods. They fought against their oppressors in the same modus operandi, and they were killed in the same way. I thought, what if they too met in those 3-4 years? What if these demigods, what if the superheroes actually met? What if there was a friendship between them? What if they exchanged their ideologies? What if each inspired the other to become what they eventually are in their real life? I found that very, very interesting and very, very intriguing. And we took that formative years of those freedom fighters and made a completely fictional story out of it. Yes, they never met in history. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They never met in history. So it is a completely fictional account of what if they have met. It's a completely fictional account.
Sorry.
Sir, Nane garu, I'm asking you, what is the budget of the movie?
Well, good evening. It's been a great ride with Triple R, and it's an unforgettable experience. It's not only about being a part of a fantastic vision by Jackana. I'm sorry, you all know him as Rajamouli, but I always will, till my last breath, address him as Jackana. And the icing on the cake is working with my brother. We've been great friends, and his story, his emotion has bonded us together more. So, hoping the world will get to see his vision Yeah, so you know how Rajmouli films work. Get ready for the roller coaster ride. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I think working with Rajmouli sir, it's always a learning experience. I worked with him 10 plus years ago, close to, and every time I feel I have nothing to learn or I have nothing to give back to the audience, I get a call from him and I get to learn again for the next 10 years. I can show what I've learned, and that's what he means to me. And also he taught us how to be patient in the 2 years of COVID, thanks to him and the epidemic, just to keep us together and hold our energies the same way as we started RRR, and to look forward for the day RRR again begins shoot on epidemic after post-epidemic. It was only because we look forward to having us on his sets. So there was a lot of reasons that kept us going. Apart from the beautiful movie that you're going to see, it's his energy that kept us alive. Thank you.